Morning class. This is our first lab. So firstly, what is cyberspace and physical world? Our subject name is cyber law and IPR. So cyber law rules regulation that govern crime in cyberspace. So now first question is, what is cyberspace? Cyberspace is the environment of internet, the virtual space created by interconnected computer and computer networks on the internet. So basically, cyberspace is combination of computer system and internet. It is virtual space, and the example of cyberspace is home of Google, Yahoo, Facebook, Gmail, etc. Then now, what is the physical world? Physical world is static, well-defined, and fixed. For example, geographical area of any state, country, or city. Let us discuss about cyberspace and physical world with the help of an example. For example, we communicate with any person that is somewhere on the globe. For example, we communicate with our friend that live in Canada. So there is no geographical boundary. And example, Facebook. We communicate with our friend on Facebook that comes under cyberspace. So it is the environment of internet. There is no boundary. It's virtual and not fixed. We can communicate over the world with the help of internet. But physical world is static and well defined. For example, India. So there is a boundary of India. We can't go outside the India. So geographical area of any country, any state, any city is comes under physical world. Now cyberspace is clear, so we can understand about cyber law. As we live in India, there are some rules, regulations approved by government, and we have to follow that rules. So for crimes that occur in geographical area, we can say in country, in state, there are some traditional laws. And similarly, for crime in cyberspace, there are some rules, laws approved by government is known as cyber law. Cyber law. Cyber law. Firstly, we will discuss about what is cyber and what is law. Then we combine two words. So cyber relating to or characteristics of culture of computers, information technology, and virtual reality. So we can say cyber is combination of computer and networks, or we can say internet. Now, what is law? Law is an official rule of a country or state. So law is any rule that we have to follow. Similarly, cyber law is the law governing cyberspace. So if there is any crime in cyberspace, then there are some laws approved by cyber cell. So the rules and regulation that control cyberspace is known as cyber law. The next question is, what is the need of cyber law? Why cyber law is required? So in today's techno-savvy environment, the internet is treated as a research and information sharing tool. Since the number of internet users is on the rise, it gives birth to cyber crimes. All issues related to the cybercrime or internet crime are dealt with through cyber law. So to get the remedy against cybercrime, the need for cyber law arises. As we know, the number of users on social media and we can say electronic communication increases day by day very rapidly. So there can be some crimes in cyberspace. To avoid, to eliminate, to reduce these crimes, cyber laws are required. As per the rule and regulation of cyber law, a person who commits cyber crime is liable to get punishment. As in physical world, if some person commit any crime, there are some traditional rules and person punished according to the rules. Similarly, in cyberspace, if a person commit any crime in cyberspace, there are some rules and regulation in cyberspace. According to that, person will get punishment. If anyone violate and break the provisions of the law, then it allow another person or organization to take legal action against that person. In physical world, in traditional system, if somebody commit any crime, so person can take any action against them according to the rules. Similarly, in cyberspace, if somebody suffer from crime, he or she can take action against that person with the help of cyber law. What are the conditions that arise need of cyber law? Nowadays, as all the transactions related to shares are done in DMAT form. DMAT form is electronic record. Anyone who is associated with these transactions require internet and protection under cyber law in case of any fraud transaction. As we know, nowadays mostly 80 to 90% work done do in electronic form. So if there are any fraud in transaction, so we can take any legal action against criminal with help of cyber law. Most of company in India keep their official data in electronic form. To avoid the misuse of such data, a company can need the assistance of this law. Due to the rapid growth of technology, various government forms like ITR, income tax return, service tax return are filled in electronic form. Anyone can, by hacking the government portal sites, easily misuse those forms. Only under cyber law you are eligible to get a remedy against this type of fraud. People are using credit card and debit cards for shopping purpose. However, some fraud through internet clone those credit card and debit cards. Cloning is a technique where someone with the help of internet easily obtained your card detail. With the help of cyber law, you can easily trace such criminals. For example, you log in on net banking, but hacker try to redirect to their website. You view same page that is of your bank app. You can't differentiate between your bank page and criminal hacker page, and you enter your detail like ID and password again. And when you click on the login button, the information goes to the hacker. So card cloning is a technique where someone can obtain your card detail. So in this case, you can take help from cyber cell. There are some cyber laws that helps to take relevant action against the hacker. Digital signature and e-contract are the most common method of transacting business. Anyone who is associated with such a digital signature and e-contracts can easily make fraud by misusing them. Cyber law protect you against such type of fraud. For example, nowadays driving lessons. Uh, People can create fake license with help of technology, and nobody can differentiate between original and duplicate certificates. So in case of these crimes, cyber laws will help the effector. Now we are dealing in cyberspace, means we use social media, online shopping, electronic uh, data over the internet. So there can be cyber attacks. So now what is the cyber attack? The act of attempting to steal data or obtain unauthorized access to computer and network using one or more computer is referred as cyber attack. Before committing a data breach, an attacker would often launch a cyber attack to obtain unauthorized access to person or business computer or network. So obtain unauthorized access or to steal data, cyber attack occur in cyberspace. We hear about a ransomware virus, that is the example of cyber attack. CMA, CGM, one of the world's largest container shipping firm, is a recent example. The company was hit by cyber attack that started with its server and ended with a data breach. The malware used to hack the firm peripheral servers resulted in CMA CGM shutting down access to its online service in September 2020. This is a company that suffered from cyber attack. It started from its server, peripheral server. Hacker hacked their server and shut down their access on their online services in September 2020. Now let us see cyber threat report of 2019. 69% of firms face a serious cyber attack in India. If we see about previous years like 18th century, there are crimes that occur in physical world. But after the evaluation of internet, the cyber crime increased day by day. So in 2019, 69% organizations, firms face cyber attack in India. India has been ranked second position amongst the country affected by cyber attack between 2016 and 18. According to the source, there was a 25% rise in cyber attack in India on IoT deployments. India has faced the most number of attacks in IoT, Internet of Things department this year. If we see the report of cyber attack over the world, India at second position, and the rise in cyber attack is by 22%. For example, if in 2018 India faced 50% cybercrime, then in 2019 it increased by 22% and become 72%. In fact, India has been consecutively facing cyber attack the second time in a row. In a recent study, it was revealed that out of 15 Indian cities, Mumbai, New Delhi, Bengaluru has faced the maximum number of cyber attacks. So the maximum number of cyber attack reported in India cities are Mumbai, New Delhi, and Bengaluru. In annual cyber security report by Cisco, 53% of cyber attack caused more than $500K of financial loss to organization in 2018. So in 2018, due to cyber attack, India lost their $500K financial loss. India has faced a rise of 7.9% data breaches in since 2017. Also, the average cost per data breach record is mounting to 4,552. Cyber attack in India have risen up to such as extent that our country ranks fourth out of the top 10 targeted countries in the world. In a report by India Today, Chennai experienced the highest percentage of cyber attack with 48% in first quarter of 2019. So in 2017, India was at rank 4th, and in 2019, India become at second position in cyber attack. So this is the report, we can say survey report about cyber attack that is increased day by day. And in India, Chennai experienced highest percentage of cyber attack. The 2019 biggest cyber attack in India. So there are some cyber attack that occur in 2019. You can also search about cyber attack of 2020, 2021. I'm discussing about 2019's biggest cyber attack in India. The first one is Cosmog Bank cyber attack in Pune. A recent cyber attack in India in 2018 was developed on Cosmog Bank in Pune. This daring attack shook the whole banking sector of India when hacker siphoned off rupees 94.42 crore from Cosmog Cooperative Bank Limited in Pune. So cyber attack occur in Pune, Cosmog Bank, and the attacker take 94.42 crores from Cosmog Cooperative Bank. ATM system hacked around mid of 2018. Canara Bank ATM server were targeted in cyber attack. Almost 20 lakh rupees were reaped off from the various bank accounts. Uday Aadhaar software hack. 2018 started with the massive data breach of personal record of 1.1 billion Indian Aadhaar cardholders. Uday revealed that around 210 Indian government website had leaked the Aadhaar card detail of people online. So in 2019, as we know, our Aadhaar card are handled by Uday government website. So hacker hacked the government website and breached their personal records. So now there are one question in our mind: what is the purpose of stealing Aadhaar card information? As we know, our bank accounts are attached with the Aadhaar card. So hacker can take information to hack our bank accounts. Hack attack on Indian healthcare websites. So in 2019, India healthcare websites are hacked, as stated by US-based cybersecurity firms. Hacker broke in and invaded a leading Indian-based healthcare websites. SIM swap scam. Two hackers from Navi Mumbai were arrested for transferring 4 crore rupees from numerous bank account in August 2018. They illegally transfer money from the bank account of many individuals. Cybersecurity measure for organization to prevent cyber attacks. So now what we can do to prevent cyber crime attacks? How we can prevent cyber attacks? Educate employees on emerging cyber attack with security awareness training. So we have to aware our employees about cyber attacks. Keep all software and system updated from time to time with the latest security patches. Implement email authentication protocols such as DMARC, DKIM, and SPF to secure our email domain from email-based cyber attacks. Get regular vulnerability assessment and penetration testing to patch and remove the existing vulnerability in network and web application. So now what is the vulnerability? Vulnerability is a point where hacker can enter in our website software. We can say where hacker can perform hacking. Limit employee access to sensitive data or confidential information and limit their authority to install the software. Use highly strong password for accounts and make sure to update them at long intervals. Avoid the practice of opening password sharing at work. So by using these points, we can prevent cyber attack. We cannot eliminate full cyber attacks, but we can take prevention from cyber attacks. So this is all about our today lecture.